Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. The story behind Marc Márquez's high-profile switch to Ducati continues to unfold, with Pramac Racing owner Paolo Campinoti shedding light on how Gigi Dall'Igna convinced the 8-time world champion to join the factory Ducati team. Campinoti describes Dall'Igna's efforts as a long courtship that likely began during Marquez's time at Honda and ultimately led to a move that has, so far, been a massive success. However, this maneuver also played a key role in Pramac's decision to part ways with Ducati after 2 decades. As Marc Márquez prepares to make his highly anticipated debut as an official Ducati rider, the 8-time world champion is already showing signs of evolution, not just in his riding technique, but in his physique. Over the winter, the Cervera native has been laser-focused on getting into peak condition, and his noticeable weight loss could be the secret weapon in his bid for championship glory. With the season now well underway, Honda is setting its sights on the upcoming Argentinian Grand Prix at Termas de Rio Hondo, a circuit steeped in history for the team. Traditionally dominated by Marc Márquez and more recently, Cal Crutchlow's win in 2018, Argentina now finds itself poised for a fresh challenge as Honda's new era unfolds with Joan Mir and Luca Marini leading the charge. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Gigi Dall'Igna has built a reputation as one of the most influential figures in MotoGP. A mastermind who always seeks the strongest riders for his team. His first major gamble with Ducati came in 2017 when he signed Jorge Lorenzo, and his most recent bold move saw him bring Marc Márquez into the factory squad, a decision that has already paid off with a dominant victory in the opening round of the 2025 season. Paolo Campinoti, speaking to Corriere della Sera, acknowledged Dall'Igna's talent and persistence in securing Márquez. Gigi is a genius. He loves having the best riders, and Marc risked everything for him. It was a long courtship, but in the end, Marc gave in. Gigi is an engineer, but also a bit of a playboy in the way he persuades riders to join him. Quote from Campinoti. Dall'Igna's influence reportedly extended back to Marquez's final years with Honda, subtly planting the seeds for a future collaboration. Marquez, despite having a year left on his Honda contract, made the bold move to leave, spending a transition year with Gresini before securing his place in the factory Ducati setup. While Marquez's arrival at Ducati has been a game-changer for the Italian manufacturer, it also led to significant fallout. Campinoti's Pramac Racing, which had served as Ducati's top satellite team for years, chose to sever ties with the brand and align with Yamaha instead. I wouldn't have made that decision, but I understand why Ducati did it. That's also what led me to go with Yamaha. Working with Ducati and Gigi for so long felt like having a family member by my side. Leaving wasn't easy, but I felt it was the right time. Pramac's final season with Ducati saw Jorge Martin narrowly miss out on the 2024 championship. Martin, who had built a strong father-son-like relationship with Campinoti, was expected to join the factory Ducati team but was instead left without a seat when Marquez was chosen over him. This led Martin to sign with Aprilia, a move that has been overshadowed by a series of unfortunate injuries. Jorge is a great guy, and we have a special bond. He had a very unlucky year. Everything that could go wrong did. Riders crash all the time and usually walk away unscathed, but in his case, he broke his arm and his leg in 2 separate incidents. Now, he will miss at least 2 more races in Argentina and the US. While Ducati celebrates Marquez's success, tension still lingers in the paddock, particularly regarding the rivalry between Marquez and Valentino Rossi. Francesco Bagnaia, Marquez's teammate, remains closely associated with Rossi, and Campinoti suggests that the atmosphere in the Ducati garage could become strained. It's a cold war. Someone needs to end it. The last thing Marquez wants is to see Rossi's riders succeed. This kind of rivalry can affect the team atmosphere, but it's normal. There are still wounds that haven't healed. Marquez's triumphant start to the season, combined with lingering tensions from past feuds, ensures that the 2025 MotoGP season will be one of the most compelling in recent years. Gigi Dall'Igna's persistence has reshaped the MotoGP landscape, securing Marc Márquez for Ducati and setting off a chain reaction that saw Pramac Racing split from the brand and Jorge Martin move to Aprilia. Meanwhile, the rivalry between Marquez and Rossi's camp continues to simmer, adding another layer of drama to an already intense season. As the championship battle unfolds, all eyes remain on Marquez. Will his Ducati switch lead him to a record-breaking 9th title? Stay tuned as MotoGP 2025 continues. With his signing for Ducati already raising expectations, Marquez has taken a proactive approach to adapt to the extra pressure that comes with racing for a factory team. Recognizing that every detail matters when competing for the title, he has dedicated his off-season to refining his fitness. At the Burum event, commentators couldn't help but notice that the Spaniard appeared noticeably leaner. Although the change might seem subtle at first glance, losing 3 kilos could be a game-changer, making him more aerodynamic and potentially enhancing his power-to-weight ratio on race day. Look at his cheekbones, you could cut paper with them, they're razor-sharp. And he had no weight to lose. He has lost 3 kilos. Quote from TNT Sports commentator Susie Perry. Beyond the aesthetics, industry experts and former riders are weighing in on the technical advantages of a lighter frame. Former racer Neil Hodgson highlighted that the shift isn't just about losing weight, but about optimizing performance. He explained that with fewer kilos to carry, Marquez is likely to benefit from improved aerodynamics and fuel efficiency, a crucial factor when every fraction of a second counts. He's definitely lost muscle. He was in the single digits of body fat, like a lot of the riders. He's lost muscle because the first comments after testing the 25 bike, which was a 2-year step up from the 23 bike, was this bike is easier to ride. I know he's back to the 24. He's less physical, so he can lose muscle and be more aerodynamic. The power-to-weight ratio plays a big role. Quote from Neil Hodgson. Meanwhile, Sylvain Guintoli pointed out that this strategic slimming down has tangible benefits in terms of body language and riding posture. The head position is lower and more relaxed, contributing to a more comfortable and stable ride, factors that can significantly influence performance over a race distance. It's huge for fuel consumption and for getting more aerodynamics. The less muscle mass you have to ride a bike, that's what you need. You could see that he was tense on the GP23 he rode in 2024. The body language on the factory Ducati this year, from his first laps, was more relaxed, the head position was lower, more comfortable. Quote from Sylvain Guintoli. Marquez's dedicated efforts to trim down have rekindled a long-standing debate in the motorcycle racing world. The discussion centers on whether a lighter rider can truly gain a competitive edge or if the loss of muscle might compromise overall strength and endurance. This debate isn't new. It's been a prominent talking point in championships like World SBK, where riders such as Álvaro Bautista have also been scrutinized for similar changes. The trend toward optimizing the power-to-weight ratio is clear. In a sport where aerodynamics and efficiency are critical, even minor adjustments can translate into significant performance improvements. For Marquez, the weight loss is part of a broader strategy to ensure that every element of his performance, both on and off the bike, is finely tuned for success. With 3 kilos off his frame and a renewed focus on aerodynamics, Marc Márquez is setting the stage for a transformative season at Ducati. His physical transformation is not merely cosmetic. It's a calculated move aimed at extracting every ounce of performance from his new machine. As the season unfolds, all eyes will be on Marquez to see if this extra edge translates into on-track dominance. Stay tuned as we follow his journey in the 2025 MotoGP season, where every detail counts in the battle for the title. The Argentinian round has long been a cornerstone for Honda. But since Cal Crutchlow's podium finish in 2018, a competitive result from a rider other than Marquez has been elusive. Now, with a revamped lineup featuring Mir and Marini, Honda is eager to re-establish its dominance. Mir, who experienced a rare crash at the season opener in Thailand, sees Argentina as a chance to turn past challenges into points on the board and regain momentum. I am looking forward to this race after what we showed last time out in Thailand. We are capable of a lot, and it's important to get some points on the board and deliver. Argentina will be a different weekend to Thailand because we arrive without testing there, but we normally have a very strong base. I think that we can be competitive from the start, Mir said. Having experienced only his second career crash in Thailand, Mir is determined to make a strong statement in Argentina. His focus is on consistency and building on the potential he demonstrated at Buriram. With a deep understanding of the track, where he has enjoyed good results in the past, Mir is optimistic that his experience and the team's preparation will translate into a solid performance. For El Marini, the Argentina Grand Prix marks his first visit to Termas de Rio Hondo riding the Honda RC213V, a significant step as he adapts to the new machinery. Despite the unfamiliarity that comes with the debut at this iconic circuit, Marini is confident. In Thailand, we were able to accomplish a very good weekend overall, so now flying to Argentina, I am optimistic we can continue in this way. I don't think arriving there for the first time on the Honda will be a problem. The team and I did a lot of work over the off-season to get the base of the bike into a good position, so I know that we can start correctly. Quote from Luca Marini. Marini also cherishes the positive memories of Argentina, recalling his first MotoGP sprint podium at the venue in 2023, a reminder of the potential that awaits him and the team as they look to add another chapter to their legacy. With both riders showing determination and backed by extensive off-season preparation, Honda is confident that the pieces are in place for a successful weekend at Rio Hondo. The team's strong foundation and the riders' familiarity with high-pressure situations are expected to play a crucial role as they aim to secure valuable championship points early in the season. Furthermore, with plans to attend the Brazilian Grand Prix launch event immediately after Argentina, Honda is clearly gearing up for an ambitious campaign in South America. As Honda looks to reassert itself at the Argentinian MotoGP, the optimism from Joan Mir and Luca Marini signals a promising start for the team in this new era. With experience, determination, and a solid technical base, the Honda HRC Castrol team is ready to compete from the very first lap. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates from Termas de Rio Hondo and follow Honda's quest for a strong season ahead.